this one?
I think it's very important. It got the spirits of the team up. We've been down, here lately, trying to fight through, hard times. So, any kind of win, close, big win, no matter what, it just feels good to win, get the morale of the team back up.
With the Daily News here again, you guys get the ball back with a little over 5 minutes left in the game. Coach always says, get to the last 5 minutes in a position to win and then go win it. What did it take for you guys to close this thing out with the win?
Just sticking in there, like Coach said, get to the last 5 minutes and, we have a chance to win. Just sticking with our coaching, what we've been coached during the week, believing in ourselves and believing in each other to, work as a unit and get the job done no matter what.
Jared with the Daily News again. That touchdown play, from your perspective, walk me through that.
To go, from the huddle, they call, phase to, both sides. So just from the beginning, I'm just thinking, like, I just want to make a play for my team, I want to be the one, to help my team win. So, he was pressed up, I just hit him with a two-step release. He kind of bit on it to the inside. So I ran out, Pig threw it up there. He let me go get it, however I could go get it, and I went to make a play.
Craig, Jared with the Daily News again. I know you've been battling some injuries these last couple of weeks. It seemed like the most productive day since you had started to battle some of those today. I mean, how are you feeling health-wise and getting going again?
I'm feeling good, with the trainers' help. They've been helping me get better and feel better day by day, week by week. So I'm feeling good. I kind of got nicked up again earlier today, but, I got back in there, fighting through, being hurt or whatnot. So I'm feeling good. I'm just ready to keep doing my treatment, keep improving on my, my knee and stuff like that.
With Piggy coming in, I know you guys have kind of gone back and forth a little bit on quarterbacks with Piggy and then KT in there and then back to Piggy today. I guess what's that been like, and just trying to keep that energy going and try to be productive offensively?
I feel like it doesn't matter who's in, both of those guys can play football. They know the system. So I feel like if they rotate or who's in, or no matter what, like, I just feel like the whole offense, we have faith in whoever's back there. So no matter who's in there, if it's Piggy, I believe he's going to make plays. And if it's KT, I believe he's going to make plays just as much. So it doesn't matter who's in there, we just got to keep doing the same thing no matter who's back there running the offense.
Craig, Jared with the Daily News again. After your touchdown, watching that kickoff, what's going through your mind?
I didn't even, see the beginning. I'm just, celebrating still, kind of talking to my teammates and stuff. They congratulate me. And I just turn around and I see him running down the field striking. I'm like, oh, like, I really don't even know what I'm thinking. I'm just like, wow, like, just wow. But, things worked in our favor and, it didn't count. So we here where we at now.
Greg, this is Nick with the College Heights Herald. Just give me your thoughts about Gage this evening. He got going, so how was it just seeing him being able to rush the ball well this evening?
I love seeing that. I love seeing Gage, getting out in the open field, doing his thing, man. I'm glad that Gage got this feeling, and he got rolling. So hopefully we keep that going. I feel like it wasn't just Gage. I feel like any running back that got in there was doing his thing. TK, he got in there. He got he was getting loose and doing his thing too. So I feel like the running back room as a whole today, they did a great job, and I'm glad to see that.
I mean, just at the end of the day, I feel like like I'm with him. I'm with him to the start, to the finish, regardless where I'm at, injured, not injured, no matter like the situation. Like, I feel like I'm gonna be there for him. So, like, coach needed me to do that, needed me to come in there, help the team out. I'm here. So that's why I feel like as a whole, like, I feel like they had my back too, So it really wasn't just a me thing. I feel like just like they still believed in me. I went in there trying to handle my business, came out on top.
Piggy, this is Nick with the College Heights Herald. I want to know, how are you feeling after coming in the third quarter? Because we haven't seen you in a week, so I was just curious just how you've been doing.
I mean, I've been having some turf toe issues on both of my feet. So, like, just going back out there, like, they still sore, but just got to, like, just say F it sometimes, go out there, help the team. You got to do what you got to do, just play through it, and that's what I was trying to do, and lead what we got to today. You know what I'm saying? A victory. So yeah, we've been banged up. Other than that, I gotta be smooth. Just those issues, just the two toes. Yeah.
Piggy, this is Jared McDonald with the Daily News again. You know, Coach always talks about getting to those last 5 minutes in a position to win the game. You guys get the ball back with just over 5 minutes left. I guess what's said before that drive and what's said before that last ball that you throw to Craig there?
I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we just got to put our mind to it. Just know, like, we got to score this drive. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no telling. It's the last one or we might get another one. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when we went out there in the huddle, we just said, like, let's put one together and know what we try to do. That's what we did. And the last play, Coach called a timeout. I feel like that was a good timeout. But they probably had us out number on the outside for the play we was going to run. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we both was on the same page. I was like, fade. He was like, yeah, I don't want to do a fade. I was like, all right, bet we're on the same page. So, you know what I'm saying? Worked out for both of us. You know what I'm saying? That worked for all of us, the whole team. So, it's a great moment.
You know, Piggy, I know you guys probably aren't where you want to be at as a team. But how important was it to just come away with a win tonight, get a little momentum heading into the second half of the season and trying to improve upon the whole body of work?
It's a good, you know what I'm saying? You just beat it, you know what I'm saying? Beat a team. You know what I'm saying? A good team. So, like, going to the next game just with some more juice, you know what I'm saying? So, with some more swag, it's a good thing going to BYU, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Good team, just like the team we just played, you know what I'm saying? Ranked opponent. Ain't playing them home. I feel like just us getting this win and going out there next week should, like, just boost our, you know what I'm saying, juiced up, keep us going, keep pushing, you know what I'm saying? Keep just trying to follow the same track.
Well, the problem was at the beginning, like it was their first game. We had too much film on, so we really didn't know what they was going to come out in. Then once we came to the sideline and communicated what they was doing, and we we ended up changing our defense. Once we changed our defense around, they couldn't move the ball on us.
And, you know, 10 tackles for loss as a team, what was the biggest key in that?
Man, our whole motto the whole game was just get to the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, all we knew was play relentless, fly to the ball, good things going to happen. That's what we did the whole game.
And, you know, holding them to just 90 yards passing, you know, what was the biggest key in doing that and just really not allowing them to get some of those big plays through the air?
I'm going to give praise our scout team. Our scout team is working us in practice. You know what I'm saying? The receivers running hard, flying around, and it's testing us. And you got to take it to the pride to stop them from catching the ball. Our emphasis was stopping them on third down. Like last week, I think that was 50% on third down. So we've been pretty bad on third down. So our emphasis the whole practice, the whole week, was stop them on third down, stop them from catching the ball, and get to the quarterback.
Yeah, this is Nick with the College Tyrrell. Out of curiosity, this is going into the second half of the season now. So defensively, what needs to carry over for you guys?
Playing free. I think sometimes we get too tight. You know what I'm saying? We too worried about our keys, too worried about not making a mistake. I think now we should be at the point like we can just go out and fly to the ball. You know, if you make a mistake, just go 100 miles per hour, and then good things gonna happen. So I think now we're finally starting to play a little more loose, and we're getting into our system. And we finally figured out our identity for our defense, because you know you're not gonna have the same identity every year. The identity gonna change every year, and I think now we're starting to figure out what we do best.
Eli, this is Jared McDonald with the Daily News again. You know, after you guys scored to take that lead late in the game, they have that kickoff that they return for the touchdown. It's called back with the fair catch. Then you guys have to go out on the field and come up with a stop. You know, throughout that whole series of events, what's going through your mind and what did you see from your perspective on all that?
Man, I seen everyone's eyes. Like we knew something was gonna go in our favor. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like we all knew like we need this win. So it had to go our way. You know what I'm saying? And when he ran it back, everybody's eyes kind of dropped. It was like, all right, defense, we got to get started. And then when they overturned it, it helped us out even more. But even with that touchdown was still long, like we still had the mentality that we got to still stop them and get a turnover.